Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to do a flow on basic fundamentals of yoga, but I'm adding a bit of a twist and adding some extra core work and heart opening sequences. I really wanted to do a few simple back bends today to open up our hearts a bit. This has been a very interesting and intense year, and I wanted to spread a bit more love and openness, as well as opening up our hearts and our heart chakras. So without further ado, let's get started. So we're going to begin in a comfortable seat. Take a few breaths here and set your intention for today's practice. Take a big inhale. We're going to draw some circles around our abdomen. Exhale with your chest out. Now switch sides. Breathing in, exhaling your chest out. Breathing in, rounding your back. Exhaling your chest out. One more time, inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Now we're going to do a few head rolls for 5 breaths. So center yourself. Raise your arms up. Inhale and twist to the right. You can take an exhale and bring your left hand on your right knee and your right hand on the ground. Take a few gentle breaths here. And on the inhale, raise your arms up again and repeat on the opposite side. Exhale, bring your right hand on your left knee and your left hand to the ground and twist. With every inhale, lengthen your spine, and with every exhale, take another twist. And on your last exhale, center yourself. We're going to stretch out the shoulders with a seated eagle pose. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale your right arm underneath your left arm and bend your elbows. Just feeling the sensation of your shoulder stretch. We're going to be here for another breath. You can unravel your arms and raise them up. And we're going to stretch on the left side. So stretching your left arm underneath your right and bending your elbows for that shoulder stretch on the left side. Now unravel your arms and bring them down to your sides and shake out your shoulders a little bit. I now invite you to come into your tabletop by crossing your legs. Your palms and knees should be pressed on your mat. When you're ready, on an inhale, roll your shoulders back, drop your belly down towards the floor. We're going into our cat-cows. Lift your chin and chest and gaze up towards the ceiling. Exhale, draw your belly to your spine and round your back toward the ceiling, releasing the crown of your head toward the floor. You're going to repeat this 5 times. Inhaling, roll your shoulders back and your belly towards the floor for cow. Exhaling, draw your belly to your spine and round your back toward the ceiling, cat. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, round. One more time. Inhale, drop your belly, look up for cow. Exhale, round your back for cat. Now we're going to come into our first down dog of your practice for today. Press your hands into the mat and tuck your toes under and take a deep inhale. Then keeping your hands pressed into the mat, exhale deeply. You can keep a slight bend in your knees here. No need to have your heels touching the ground if it's not within your practice to do so. You can also pedal through your legs to feel the sensation and the stretch. Take another inhale. Exhale, start walking your feet to the front of the mat. Have a slight bend in your knees. Come to your forward fold. Now rise up slowly. Rise the spine up slowly. Your head should be the last to come up. We're going to be in mountain pose for a few breaths. Now, to build some heat, we're going to come into our sun salutation. Standing with your feet hip-width distance apart, press your palms together in prayer position. Just taking a few breaths here. Inhale, sweep your arms out to the side and overhead. Gently arch your back and gaze toward the sky. Exhale as you fold forward from the hips. Bend your knees if necessary. Inhale, lift halfway up, lengthening your spine. You can bring your fingertips on the floor or on the shins, whichever way is comfortable. Exhale, step or jump back into a plank pose with your hands under your shoulders and feet hip distance apart. Exhale, inhale as you lower your body toward the floor. Be sure to keep your elbows tucked in towards your sides and your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale into an upward dog. Just straighten your arms and push yourself up. Draw your shoulders back and lift your heart to the sky. Be sure to engage your leg muscles. This is a very active pose. Exhale as you lift your hips up into your down dog. Inhale, halfway standing forward fold. Step or walk both feet between your hands. Lift your torso halfway, lengthening your spine forward so your back is flat. Exhale, fold your torso over your thighs. Bend your knees if necessary. Inhale, sweep your arms out to the side and extend up once again. Exhale, come back to mountain pose, bringing your arms to your sides. We're going to do the sequence one more time to build a little bit more heat. So inhale, sweep your arms out to the side and overhead, gently arching your back and gaze up to the sky. Exhale as you fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway up, lengthening your spine. Exhale, step or jump back into a plank pose with your hands under your shoulders and feet hip distance apart. Take an inhale here. Exhale as you lower the body toward the floor. Inhale into an upward dog. Exhale as you lift your hips into your down dog. Inhale, step or walk both feet between your hands. Lift your torso halfway, lengthening your spine forward so your back is flat. Exhale, fold over your torso. Bend your knees if necessary. Inhale, sweep your arms out to the side and extend up. Once again, looking at the sky. Exhale, come back into mountain pose. Take a deep breath in mountain pose. Raise your arms up, fall forward, halfway lift, and fall forward. Step back into your down dog, pedal through your feet. Inhale, step your right foot through into a warrior two. Make sure you square your hips by pulling the right hip back and the left hip forward. Now straighten your left leg and shift your body to face the front of your mat and come into your high lunge. Step your left foot to meet your right. Sink down into a chair pose, keeping your thighs parallel to the floor. Now straighten your legs and stand tall back into mountain. We're going to do the sequence one more time. So step your left foot. We're going to do this sequence one more time on the left side. So raise your arms up. Take a deep breath. Exhale, fall forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold. And step back into your down dog. Step your left foot through into a warrior two, making sure you square your hips by pulling your left hip back and your right hip forward. Straighten your left leg and shift your body to face the front of your mat, coming into your high lunge. Step your right foot to meet your left. Sink down into your chair pose. Taking a few breaths here. Now straighten your legs and stand tall in mountain pose. Now we're going to slowly roll all the way down and step back into our plank pose. Take 2 breaths here. On your exhale, lie on your belly. And we're going to just be here for another breath, just to rest and appreciate stillness. Now we're going to come into our Sphinx pose by engaging our legs and core, keeping our forearms on the mat and pulling your shoulders up and back. This is a really great prep for deepening your back bends. Now flip onto your back for a quick bridge pose. Lying on the floor, if you need to place a folded blanket under your shoulders to protect your neck, go and do so. Bend your knees and set your feet on the floor, heels as close to the sitting bones as possible. On the exhale, push your tailbone upward, firming the glutes. Keep your thighs and inner feet parallel. Clasp your hands below your pelvis and extend through the arms to help you stay on top of your shoulders. Keeping your knees directly over your feet, not pushing it away from your feet. Stay for a few breaths here. On your next exhale, release, rolling the spine slowly down onto the floor. We're going to do this one more time. Inhale, exhale, push your tailbone upward, keeping your thighs parallel. You can clasp your hands or you can just leave them on your mat, facing the palms down. Take a few breaths here. Exhale, releasing, rolling your spine slowly back onto your mat. So now that our body's all warmed up, we're going to come into our back bend of the day, which is Camo Pose. So to start, come onto your knees, place them hip distance apart, and tuck your toes. Engage your inner thighs, draw your lower belly in and up, and roll your shoulders back. Inhale, lengthen through both side waists, lift up your chest. Rest your hands on the back of your pelvis with your fingers pointing to the floor. You may choose to drop your head back and release your neck if that's in your practice. Take another inhale and come back up. Sit on your heels with your spine neutral for a moment before we try this one more time. Inhale, come back onto your knees. Engage your inner thighs. Tuck your toes. You can either, if you feel comfortable, reach your arms to touch your heels or keep your hands at your sacrum behind your pelvis area. And take a few breaths here. Inhale, you can sit back down, back onto your heels, and take a moment to just be still. Now we're going to just come back into tabletop for a moment. Do a few hip rolls or cat-cows, whatever your body is feeling. Just kind of release the back a little bit. Now come into a comfortable seat. Take a few breaths here. Close your eyes. Place your left hand on your heart and place your right hand on your heart. Today we honor our practice. Today we honor ourselves. Love your journey because it's for you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for participating. Thank you for your support. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you want more videos like this, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss when I upload next. Thank you so much for your support. I am truly grateful. Enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste.